Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy, where we're cooking up dishes straight up from recipes, straight up. Now tell me, are you really gonna love me forever? Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my.
Try that again. Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. That's me, where we're cooking up dishes straight from recipes.crock.com, which is my beautiful wife's cooking blog that has well over 500 recipes and rising. And today we're going to do another very fast recipe. Do y'all like cherries? Do y'all like pineapple? Do y'all like cake? I can do this real quick. I can do this with only one utensil. Well, maybe two, but this will take me less than a minute to put together. What you need for this cherry pineapple dump cake is the following ingredients. It goes a little something like this. You need 1 can of crushed pineapple that has been drained. Now, one thing I can tell you, to drain crushed pineapple is a little difficult, so I poured it into a bowl, and I've got this handy dandy little strainer ladle thingy, and I just put it in the sink and smushed the pineapple until most of the juices came out. And then there you go. And then you also need 2 cans of cherry pie filling, as well as 1 white cake mix. You need 1 stick of butter that's sliced up. As you can see, it's all sliced and diced from my beautiful wife. And then also 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, or walnuts. Which one is this?
That's pecans.
These are pecans. So if you got walnuts, I'm sure you could use walnuts, but these are pecans, 1/2 cup. And then you simply do this. You take the biggest spoon possible, because this is all I could find, you can use any spoon, and put it in the bottom of your slow cooker, your bowl of pineapple, your can of crushed and drained pineapple, and just put it down evenly in the bottom of your slow cooker, like that. That's it. And then take your cherries next. Oh, cherry, how long? Hold on. Got a little Steve Perry stuck in my head there, sorry.
Oh my.
Alright, so we'll put that in there right on top of the pineapple. Now, as you can see, I didn't spray this down with a nonstick spray. You don't have to worry about it. Quick.
We'll take
simple.
care of that with some butter here in a minute.
Yeah, the butter will take care of that here in just a tick. Quick, simple, and easy. See that? All those cherries right on top of the pineapple. Just like that. Get rid of these. There's still some cherries left in there, so I will eat those later. That's not fair.
Oh my goodness.
Oh darn.
If you would just use a regular spoon, you would be all right.
Nope, because then I wouldn't have no cherries to eat there. I'd have a whole dump cake, but I wouldn't have no cherries. White cake mix. Right on top of your cherries.
Uh-oh.
And all over your kitchen.
People always ask me, do you prepare the cake mix ahead of time? No.
You know how we prepared this cake mix? We opened up the box. We tore open the bag.
If you do not like cake mix, this is not the recipe for you.
No.
We have several cobblers on the site that have a similar method to them that you would enjoy instead.
Now, I don't know if you're supposed to do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it and just kind of evening it out.
Yeah.
Because I want a level playing field for the final 2 ingredients. Just kind of level. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to have it all level.
There you go. Okay,
just
stop
enough.
messing with it.
Stop touching it. Quit it. And then you take your butter that has been sliced up and just put it over the top of your cake mix. Evenly. All the way around. A little pat here. A little pat there. All the way around.
You're not going to finish it. A little pat here, a little pat there. Here a pat, there a pat.
Everywhere a pat.
Sorry.
Sad.
You needed to complete it.
Oh, it's driving me crazy. That's like if I did shave and a haircut. Tell me there wasn't at least 20 or 30 subscribers watching this video that didn't sit there at home and go, 2 bits. All right, so.
Or they said, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're there. I have no idea what I'm doing. Go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That'll help you out. Now look at that. Butter pretty much evenly distributed across the top. Now you're like, well, he just put a cake mix dry on top of that. That butter is going to melt down into that mix, and it's going to form a cake on top of your cherries, on top of your pineapple. And then to finish it off on top, oh, nuts. Just like that, we'll take our chopped pecans. You know what one thing fun is to do with you?
What?
Just to peek on you. So fun. I'm nutty. Like that.
That's the bowl you're going to eat out of.
Oh, it is. My bad. I was trying to do dishes. So that is it.
That is pretty much the extent of it, right, dear?
Yes. You want to stick your lid on top and then cook it for?
High, 3 to 4 hours, I do believe.
High for 3 to 4 hours. I will plug this in and turn this on in a little bit. And for now, I want to show you what it looks like when it's done. Now, you're going to notice that somebody has gotten into this particular slow cooker. That was me. Because we did this earlier, as the prep meal, or the prep dessert. And then I also did a quickie video that you can check out on our YouTube channel in the quickies folder. And of course, I had to taste it out. I had to taste it out.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go ahead and use this that I use for my pineapple.
No, really?
No, I'm not, because you told me not to.
Just use a serving spoon.
I'm going to use a serving spoon.
You think that's
got
spoon?
one.
What?
I meet in the middle. I would use a great big spoon.
That spoon's bigger than your bowl. The other one. That one will work. There you go.
I was going to eat off that one. I'll use this. And you can see.
We have utensils.
Look at this right on top. It's browned up on the sides where it's touched the crock. In the middle, it's white. Don't be scared. It's done. It's not browning up like it's in an oven with the direct heat on top. And if you dig into that, you can see all that. The cherry and the pineapple married up down the bottom. You got all your pecans on top. And that cake right there is going to be kind of like a buttery, flaky crust. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to test it out and see. Let me get a little bit of the cherry. A little bit of...
Now, this is the man who doesn't like cherry stuff.
It's tart cherries. I'm not a big fan of tart cherries.
Well, that's what you're getting ready
But I
to
did
eat.
take a bite this while ago, and I'm going to reenact that moment.
Okay, you ready?
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
He did say that.
Just like that.
And I think what we're learning as Mikey gets older is that Mikey doesn't know what he doesn't like.
It's not that. I do not like that.
Because when we were going to make this today, you were throwing a fit and saying you wanted to use the dark cherries.
Yes. So we did a little experiment. And our experiment was we didn't have a dark cherry pie filling. So my wife stopped at the store after a nice little family stroll in the park. Let the dog out while I go in there.
I know, they just fly right in.
Let me grab a spoon. But what we did is...
I don't think we can hear you.
What?
Get back in here.
I had to get a spoon. My wife stopped by the store and she got 2 cans of dark cherries. Now this is not cherry pie filling, so
they're dark cherries and heavy syrup, so it's not going to have a nice gelled bottom to it. There's going to be more liquid.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's the darkness on the top of the cherries. I want to smell that first.
But I told him we'd try it.
It smells good. See what she puts up with me. Let me grab another bowl so I'm not.
But we had to cook it the right way to show you. Or the way that oh my goodness.
I couldn't find a little bowl.
The way that was proven.
You can see how the cherries have popped up on top of there. See how it's browned right there again? It looks really, really good. I'm going to go right where I see the cherries.
So we thought we'd show you the difference if you chose to do it with...
See, it's a little wetter.
Yeah.
Because of the heavy syrup.
But how about the taste?
I haven't got that far yet. I'm just looking for the look. It's darker. Maybe not quite as pretty as the red, but still smells good. Let's go for a taste test and see how we did. Look at that. Look how that browned up right there on the side. Do you see that? Can you see that in the camera right there? How it's brown right in there?
And I have to tell him, he said if it flops, he's going to send it home with Aunt Lou tomorrow.
Yeah. You got to send it home with her and then tell her I said that. That's a big bite.
Hope it's good.
Thank goodness the good Lord gave me a big mouth. Let's try it. Oh, Mamma Mia.
Which one do you like better?
Both of them, and Lou is not taking either one home tomorrow.
Oh, yes, she is. We have 3 different sets of it.
I can take care of that. I got a big spoon and a big bowl. Mmm.
Which one's your favorite?
That one. Here's the difference. That one's set up a little more.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't have the juices. You've got pie filling. It's different than juice. It's not as watery. So this one, I mean, you can see it jiggles a little bit. There's a lot of soupiness right there. That's a lot of soupiness in there versus what's in the other one. So, honestly, you were right. Now, if they ever make a dark cherry pie filling, then you can find it.
We could probably make one.
Because the flavor is out of this world.
You could have probably cooked them on the stove and added a little bit of maybe cornstarch to it to thicken it up.
That might work.
You've got
but
as
far as consistency goes, and it is good. Like I said, I am not the...
You have a moth.
Stop stealing my show! It's the red. The normal tart cherries are probably the better of the two.
Uh-huh.
Just because of the consistency of it. It holds itself together more than
that. It's more of a cake.
Yeah, it's more of a cake where that is more of a... Look, almost a cobbler, I guess. But all the crust is on top. Right. So, the tart cherries are better, the pie filling.
I can't... Record this moment in history. He is preferring tart cherries.
The butter...
makes everything better.
When it melts down into the pie crust...
Not pie crust, honey.
Or not the... the butter, when it melts down into the cake mix... The sugar in the cake mix doesn't all dissolve, and that's not a bad thing because when you bite into it and when you chew into it, it's buttery and it's got a little bit of a crunch to it, kind of like a sugar cookie. And then you mix that with the nuts, it gives even more texture to it, something to chew on. The cherries are tart, but still sweet, and when mixed with the pineapple, which honestly...
You can't really taste.
I can't taste the pineapple, but all the sweetness of the pineapple comes up into the cherries, and it knocks out that tartness. If you don't like the tartness, don't worry. You're not really going to get that with those cherries. It's just very sweet. It's crunchy. It's buttery, which is one of my favorite things, and it's just really darn good. So I would absolutely recommend this one. This is a very, very good recipe. And then if you want to try it with dark cherries and make your own pie filling, I'm not going to stop you because I'm probably going to try that again sometime, make my own pie filling if I can't find any with dark cherries. It's really good. Look at that. I'm picking out of my own crock pot.
Oh,
and I'm going to get at least 10 comments about it. You can't pick out of your own crock pot. I can't too. It's my house. Ever watch me double dip? I won't.
Michael.
I won't. Somebody have a heart attack on there. Okay. So there you go. That took literally, what, a minute? Maybe not literally.
No.
But close to a minute to dump in pineapple, dump in cherries, dump in a cake mix, dump in, lay a little butter on top, a little bit of nuts. A minute, 2 minutes, and then set it on there. Cook it on high for 3.5 hours until it sets up. You'll know when it's set up. It'll be brown and bubbly on the sides, and it'll be done in the middle. And then don't burn yourself. Be patient. Blow on it, because trust me, you're going to want to burn your tongue just to get to that stuff. But again, we want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. If you like what you saw, there's a little red button somewhere around on the bottom of this page. It says subscribe on it. I highly recommend that you do so. And you will see more videos like this. You will join our Crockpot army, our slow cooking army. I don't know, are we a Crockpot army? Well, we can't just be exclusive to Crockpot. We're a slow cooking army around
when
here.
you say crock pot, you're saying it in a general term, not a specific brand
Right.
term.
We've had questions about that. Is a crock pot a slow cooker? Is a slow cooker a crock pot? Yes and no. A crock pot is a type of slow cooker, is a brand of slow cooker.
Right.
All slow cookers are not crock pots.
But people use that term casually to mean all slow cookers.
Kind of like y'all in the South, everything that's a soda pop is known as a Coke. Kind of what we do around here in Indiana. Everything's crock pot if it's a slow cooker. There you go. Become a part of the Slow Cooking Army by clicking the subscribe button down below, and also check us out over at Facebook at Recipes That Crock, and at Twitter at Recipes Crock. Know that, folks. Know that. Just Recipes Crock. And on Instagram at Recipes That Crock. Are you thoroughly confused yet? I know we was whenever Twitter said we couldn't use that.
Well, they said we could use that. We just couldn't use the last K in crock if we did
so
that.
it'd be Recipes That Crock, and you'd think that I was stirring this with a garden shoe. And I'm not going to stir anything up with a garden shoe because then I'd just get more comments. Ew, that's nasty. Don't
Would you not?
But
You
again,
love your comments.
I do love the comments, and on the last few videos, we've gotten a lot of them. Some good, some a little negative. I'm just glad y'all are watching.
What?
I'm glad that y'all are participating. I'm glad that y'all are in my house every couple days to watch me eat. Whether you like it or not. I'm going to get 5 more comments for talking with my mouth full.
Would you stop it? They are not that critical.
You keep watching and we'll keep cooking and all will be well. Thanks again for watching. Bye.